July 19th, 2026, and I'm getting ready to move again. By the time I post this video, it'll be after the fact, but I've just basically gotten everything I need out of the apartment, and I'm going to have a couple friends kind of take the refrigerator and microwave and toaster oven and some folding tables. This is just really hard for one person to do, and I don't drive. That's the biggest problem. So I need a little help from my friends, as the song says. I talked a long time ago about minimalism. I even wrote a book called Simplify Your Life with Minimalism. It is on Amazon.com. And as I look back, it's really, all the chapters I covered were really important. And I would say I am more of a minimalist than I was when I moved the first time. So it's costing me less to move my boxes across the country. And it's really hard for me to leave Mendota, Illinois again, but I have many opportunities out west with my music, and my music has to come first. So I practiced my whole life, over half a century, 52 years at this point, practicing guitar, and the people like it when I'm doing out there, and so it's a win-win situation for me and the tourists that enjoy it. So I have to do that. I'm going to show you around the apartment here. Minimalism is really critical. I visited a friend the other day. He's 90 and he lives across the street, and he's got so much stuff in there, and he has nobody, as far as no family. I mean, he just has maybe a friend, and she's 90 something, that is supposed to, take care of his stuff. So just people that have a lot of stuff, it's overwhelming. At least it is to me, because we're not going to be here forever. So I feel I have everything I need, and I still feel I have too much, because this is really hard for me to move. I mean, I've got my bike still here, and I've got folding tables and stuff. So I would practice minimalism the best you can. I would not hoard. I have friends that have accumulated a lot of stuff, and one of them is extremely happy, and he has taken in life, and he is full of joy and energy, and I think, and I take my hat off to him. I don't know how he does it. He has so much stuff, and he's my age. I hope to do a video on him soon, to give you a glimpse into his life. He has allowed me to do that, so we recorded video a while back ago, a few years ago, and I'm going to show you my friend Jeff. And so anyway, let me take you around the apartment, and this is kind of what I did. Ship about 8 boxes, okay, of my most important stuff. My recording studio, my sentimental things that I just couldn't part with, some music stuff. There's still stuff that, I should part with, but it's hard for me too, even being a minimalist. And I take my hat off to the people that can live out of a backpack and feel they have everything. But being a musician, I need a few guitars, I need some recording equipment, I need an amp, so I need these things. But okay, see my hat here, it says standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. All right, let me show you around the apartment here. This has been a nice apartment. My mom and dad used to live in this complex. And the door's facing on the north side in the window. Not my favorite. I would rather have much light coming in from the south. This is the bedroom, kind of dark, and there's a big tree outside. And this air mattress, you know, I'm not 100% sure I won't be back, you know, in a few weeks if everything falls apart. I'm casting my fate to the wind. The apartment out there seems like it will work out. There's just a few more things they've got to have. So this is the closet here. I'm leaving the hangers because I'm sure people can use them. Nobody wants to buy hangers. Okay, and it's a bathroom in there. Can show it to you there. It's a nice little bathroom, has everything. Basically it's cleaned out. I mean, there's just a few little things. I'm going to brush my teeth here before I go on the trip. I recorded some stuff here. I usually collect like 3 folding tables. That's a 8-footer there, and there's a couple 6-footers there, and 2 folding chairs is all I had. My keyboard, I'm gonna have to have a friend hold on to that until I can ship it. These 2 guitars have to go with me on the train, and these 2 carry-ons. So there's my bike, a great bike by 630 is the company out of California, cruiser bike. I've got one in Winslow also. But anyway, I don't know if I showed you the kitchen here. This big refrigerator was just too darn big for me. And too noisy. Refrigerators are noisy. Hear that? That one is less noisier than this big monstrosity, which I did not need. I've got everything pretty much cleaned up. All the cupboards are empty. But when I go out to Winslow, I'll have minimized more. And so I'm happy about that. Well, here we go again, another journey. I don't think I'll be back because of the winters are too harsh on me. Now let me position this camera back here. Pardon me. The winters here in Illinois are really hard on me, and the summer is brutal. I got off the train Wednesday and it was like somebody dumped a bucket of hot water on me, plus 90-degree temperatures. It was unpleasant. And that's when I learned, okay, I would rather be out in Arizona where there's a dry heat, because there's nothing like this. And then we got the Canadian wildfires going, and who knows how long they're going to be burning, but there's smoke in the air right now. There's been smoke in the air all week. I haven't been able to ride my bike except yesterday, one day, and it was very difficult. So life here, to me now, at my age, 62, in 2026, America's 250th birthday, it's heavy here. It's too heavy. So. And I'm also going to better my health. Out there, my quality of life is much better. It just is. And let me explain. I can get to the hospital on my bike. I can get my blood work done on my bike. I can get to Wal-Mart on my bike. I can get to all the stores on my bike. I mean, you're talking really close. I can get to all of my gigs on my bike. I mean, and one of my favorite towns, cities, is Flagstaff. And all I do is take a train from Winslow to Flagstaff, 1 hour, and I'm there. And there's been times I've had doctor's appointments there, so that's probably what's going to happen with my prostate cancer. I get treated there, and everything's on site, so I don't have to travel, to get to the radiation or whatever treatments I get. I won't have to travel. It'll be right there. I've kicked the can down the road with that. That's a whole nother video I'll explain. But it's been 2 years and I'm pressing my luck. I know that. I feel great right now, but I've got to take care of my health. I haven't been. I've just been on the go, run. I've made like 5 or 6 trips to Winslow in the last 8 months. So I've been traveling the Southwest Chief Amtrak's number 3 and 4 many times, and it's a beautiful trip. It really is. It's not easy going that far, but there's some fascinating scenery there that really make you think, into the great wide open of the deserts. And once you wake up after that first night, we leave here about 3 p.m. and once you wake up in the morning around 6, 7, the scenery is completely different, and then you're gonna be there that night. So anyway, that's my little story right now for this time in my life, and I hope that I can get to Winslow and record an album that is inside of me. And I hope that I can play a lot of music for a lot of people every day, 7 days a week, as much as I can handle. It's really amazing. That's what I want to do, and it keeps my chops up. Here, it just doesn't. My guitar sometimes will sit in the corner for a month or 2 till I get back out to Winslow. Really, I'll dabble with it, but the motivation, the inspiration is not there. I mean, I've always said, guitars. Music is my first love, and trains and history is my second. And at this point in my life, I have to really, if my life is short, I'm on the short end of the stick. Yeah, I mean, I want to go out with a bang. If I can, I'll die trying. That's for sure. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you later. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot more music coming. A lot more videos, so I hope to be re-inspired soon and share it with you all. Peace and love from a guy from the 1970s, born in '63, but I lived that era of music, which I am a conduit of out in the West there. And people love it, so that's why I'm going back. To make people happy, to put smiles on their faces. That's the purpose of my life. So I wish you all well, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully. Okay, bye.